What's up, everybody? Welcome back to Trading Wars. Thanks for joining me today, my friends. All right, guys, I'm here and we have an important update in the market. So I'm going to go through the market recap. I'm going to talk to you about my trades. We're going to talk about some of the free picks on YouTube. Tomorrow is Lotto Friday, which is usually the most volatile day of the week. And with this kind of sell-off, guys, I'm expecting a lot of volatility tomorrow. So we also are going to do a lifetime Discord giveaway. So please stay tuned to the end. I have a 500 cash giveaway that's coming up that I want to talk to you guys about as well. All right. So if you're ready, my friends, let's step into the war zone. All right. Hit me with a 1 if you can hear me loud and clear. Can you guys hear me? Hit me with a 1. And then we're going to get right into it. I am using a different mic today. So hoping it's not muted here. Okay. Looks good. David, what's going on? Gus, Ellie, Kevin. Boom, boom, boom. Terrence, Jamal, treats from my dogs. Gus, what's going on? All right. Okay. So let's start off here with the market recap for today. So, guys, I was talking about this all week. And if we go to the futures chart, we're going to start with the weekly. This is the Nirvana pattern. Okay. And this is a very, very important pattern because if we look back when the market did collapse in 2022, we had an outside bar at the top. I'm not saying the market is going to collapse, but this is why I wanted to short this week, because the first thing that happened this week, guys, is we had an inside bar the previous week. We made a new high and we sold off. So let me show you this amazing trade that we were able to take advantage of. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do, so remember this right here, my friends, this is the top of the outside bar. Okay. That was forming. All right. So the first thing we did here, guys, is we started off here with the high. So this was created on Sunday. This was a pretty actually crazy setup. What happened? Look at Sunday. Okay. This is futures. All right. So just for you guys that are wondering, this is futures and this is the S&P 500 futures. It opens at Sunday at 6 p.m. Eastern. So watch this here, guys. Okay. So this is where we closed on Thursday. The market was closed on Friday and then we opened here on Sunday. Do you see this gap right here, guys? And then we had a big push up. Okay. So if we look at that right here, is that bullish? Hit me with a 1 if you think that's bullish. What's going on, Derek? Diljet, what's going on, Monica? So the key that started to happen on Sunday is we started to sell. Okay. Once this low was taken out right here, you could see we started to sell with force. All right. And as a Fibonacci trader, as a pullback trader, I'm not taking any of this move. This is not my move here. Okay. Because I'm not chasing this. Instead, what I did here, my friends, is I took our Fibonacci from the high to the low like this. And what I want to show you something, guys, is just amazing. Look at this right here, guys. So today we pulled back, okay, tagged our 618 and absolutely rolled over and crushed it. What's going on, NG, brother? So this is my style of trading. This is what I love with Fibonacci. So let's recap this. So on Sunday, we gapped up, but that gap did not sustain. On Monday, we started to sell off. Tuesday, we sold off, and then we started to rally. But when we are looking for an opportunity, guys, it's always going to be the pullback. That's 618 short. That's the area I want to get in because I'm going to get the best risk to reward. I'm going to get a discount on the trade. Hit me with a 10 if that makes sense. Okay. So I'm going to hop into the Discord here. So we went through this live today on the screen share. I actually got filled on this trade at 8 a.m. Okay, so when we pushed over here, and I just want to walk you guys through here on the Fibonacci Dragon setups, you will see that this was a play that we called out well in advance. So this was yesterday. We had this trade built up here. Okay, so this was the high, the push down, and then the pullback eventually to the 618. So the key here, what I really want to share with you guys, I want to teach you guys something of value that has helped me with trading is what I'm doing here, guys, with the 618 is I'm looking to the left. Okay. Look at this area over here. So let's get a box out and let's draw this area here. And when you start to see Fibonacci with support and resistance, you can never go back. So I don't even know where's my rectangle. Here we go. So this area right here, okay, without looking at this chart, can you assume this area had sellers? Okay. And we're going to talk about why we can make that assumption here. So can we look at this area here? So this is Monday and going into Tuesday morning. Can we see sellers in here? Hit me with the 1 for yes, hit me with the 2 for no. And what the trick is with this, guys, is look at these wicks. This is the key that I always like to do is look at the wicks. Okay. So let's go back here. We see a wick here, we see a wick here, and a wick here. Okay, so we see multiple wicks. So this whole area, we could see the short selling come in. But this is not a setup for me. What it is it shows me in the past, this area has been a point of resistance. So now what I do when I'm drawing my 618 right here, we can extend this box all the way. And notice how, guys, we come back to that same area of resistance. And that's why I really wanted to take the short him with a 5, if that makes sense. And what I'm going to do here now is I'm going to show you the dragon. So visually, what this creates here, guys, if we start from the high to this initial pullback, it's a very shallow pullback, new low, and then the completion is on the 618. This is the pattern that I am hyper focused on, because this pattern has already proved itself. Because if we look to the left of where we collapsed today, there was already an area of resistance using the Fibonacci. All right, so that's particularly why I wanted to take this play today with the short. Okay, so now on the flip side, I'm going to show you guys something. So you guys might think I'm crazy, but I also went long. All right, hit me with a 3 if you guys are long. This is what I did right here, guys. So I zoomed out to the 4-hour chart, and I'm using I'm actually using the June contract. So let me see, using this June contract here, and this is my setup right here. Okay, so now we had the original sell-off, which was pretty straightforward setup, and now I am trying to buy the dip as well. Okay, boom. And if I'm able to tag team and hit that dip and hit that short together, that's going to be the best possible scenario for me, where I'm making money on both sides of the market. It's extremely hard to do, but I'm going for it, guys. So you guys might think like I'm a little bit crazy for taking this dip buy setup, but obviously it's the same principle that I just showed you, right? So let me go ahead and put this back on the basic settings, and I'm going to show you why I'm taking this long right now. So this is my current setup. I am down on this trade right now, but let's look to the left right here. Okay, so this whole area in the past has been support. So you can see it in the past, it's been support. So I'm using that and I'm extending it out for the same setup. So I just showed you the short, and now this is the long. This is the inverse of that same trade. Okay, so hit me with a 5 if that makes sense. I'm also taking SPY options on those. If we go to the 4-hour chart on SPY, you'll see we have a nice little pullback here. So I like to look at the hourly for SPY. So if we come off of this low to high right here, you can see we're right in that 618 territory. So I also took some lotto calls. I put in about $1,000 on that. But it is the same pattern that I just told you guys. If we come off of the low, high, pullback, new high, boom. And then if we look in the past, we have all this area of support right here. And I'm trying to play off of that as well. Okay, so there's the market update here, guys. I'm going to go back and we're going to look at the weekly right here. So this is the bears are trying to make the high of the year. This is what they're trying to do. And this is why we have this Nirvana pattern in blue. It's part of my free indicators here, guys. Once this starts to put itself into place, the bulls need to reclaim 53.27. They need to get back above this high in order for them to be able to turn this around and continue the trend. But don't forget, we've been rallying all year. For the first quarter, we've only been going up. So a little bit of a pullback is likely. Okay, that's why I was all over this short this week. That's what I was looking for. Okay, and I just want to show you guys, if you're not following me on the Twitter, please do, my friends, because I do post a lot of setups here. So this was the original. So let me find it right here. So this was my original post. Okay, so this was on April 2nd. So you could see that the bar was forming and it wasn't completed, and it started to push back up. But now if you look at that bar, guys, it's all the way at the lows. Okay, so that is very, very powerful. So your maximum risk on this short is you're risking the high of that outside bar that is currently forming and will close tomorrow. All right. Okay, guys. So now what I want to do, so after that recap, is I want to talk about the free picks on YouTube, and I want to talk to you about a little bit of an initiative that I'm doing. So the first thing we're going to do is this. I'm bringing back a lot of my free picks. So you guys know I post every day on Twitter and I post them on YouTube, right? So if you look, for example, right now, if you go on YouTube, you go under the community tab, you will see my free picks for tomorrow: SPY, AMD, Microsoft, NVIDIA. And I love to automate these plays. I automate these plays all the time. But what I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to go back in an effort to recap these as much as I can and to teach you every single day. I think I got to a point where I feel like everybody kind of knows what's going on, but you know, I don't think having a reminder and doing more training is going to hurt. Hit me with a 10 if you agree. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to break down the free picks, and I'm going to talk about the setup, and I'm going to talk about all the scenarios for Lotto Friday going into tomorrow. Get you ready if you're going to day trade Friday, or even if you do take a day trade, you can swing that play going into a few more weeks. So I'm going to talk about that right now. So we're going to go off here. Let's start off with NVIDIA, and let's look at the setup. Okay. So last week I did call out this double top short on NVIDIA. All right. So we had a one high and a second high, and I called out this double top short, and it was a great play. And what I'm looking for now, guys, is a few things. So let's start off first with the daily chart, and I'm going to walk you through this. Okay. So we have an outside bar that had formed just like SPY. So what we're going to do now is we're going to go to the 5-minute chart, and we're going to draw this range. So I'm going to show you how to tackle this from a Lotto Friday perspective. You want to day trade, you want to swing trade. Here's what we'll do. So we're going to go ahead and draw a line on the top. That's the high. And here is the low. So this is an outside bar. This is a massive one, obviously, with all the selling. So what are the three scenarios? Okay. What are the three scenarios for tomorrow? All right. Well, here are the three scenarios. We can gap up, we can inside open, or we can gap down. Those are the only three things that can happen. All right. So what we'll do here is let's get a little rectangle. So this could be the first candle of the day somewhere inside the range, or we can copy that, paste it up here. We can actually gap above the range, or we'll paste it one more time. We can gap down below the range. All right. So are you guys familiar with that basic right there? Hit me with the 7 if you're familiar. So these are the only three scenarios that can happen. If you want to look strictly from a day trading perspective right here, guys, this is what your go-to plan should be right here. So in each one of these scenarios, you need to know how to play it. All right. If we gap up, what are you going to do? If we inside open, what are you going to do? If we gap down, what are you going to do? And that is really dictated a lot by this, the futures market. So right now, the futures market is moving. You could see it's actually gone sideways for the last few candles, but we can wake up tomorrow and this thing can be up here, it can be up here, it can be all the way down here. That's really what's going to move these stocks, is the futures. Okay, because there's overnight institutional trading, there's overnight action that's going on. So from here, we need to know how we can trade this. So we have it right there. And then the other thing is the strategies. Okay, so what are the strategies that we can use? So we have the orb, we have the trigger, and we have the fib. Okay, so those are the three ones that I tested, I've traded, I feel confident with, and those are the only ones that I could really vouch for, that are simple, that are good for new traders. Okay, so let's go back here, NVIDIA. So the trigger method is above 901.59. So we're gonna go ahead and draw that in. A lot of people have emailed me about these triggers and about them being free, and a lot of people have told me that they've grown their accounts. Some people have tripled their accounts, and it is very simple. Okay, there's one level long. All right, so we're gonna put this in green, and then there's one level short. That's all there is. So let's go ahead and get that level short. 863.55. So I'm gonna go double click here. 863.55. All right. So the most I've made on this in one single trade was about 10K. All right. But that was with a lot of shares. Okay. So here we go. This is the setup here. So let's start off with the trigger. So if we break above this green line, we'll be looking for calls. If we break below this yellow line, we'll be looking for puts. It's that simple. Okay. So if you want to be safe, what you can do is you can wait for it to break and then retest the level, hold, and then you buy. Okay, same thing for short. If it breaks, okay, retest the level, holds the level, and then you can look for the short. So we see that a lot where it's a break and retest. It breaks a level, comes back, holds a level. If you want to wait for that, you can, but just be warned, sometimes it doesn't retest, sometimes it'll just rip. So when you're doing this from an automated standpoint, I just take it as soon as it touches the level. I don't wait for anything. Okay. So that is the trigger method right there. So if it's an inside open, it'll be like this. It'll open here and it'll work its way up, break. It can come back down like this and then rip. It can come back, it can break, it can fail. Okay. And if it fails, that's when you want to get out. All right. Same thing down here. Break, retest, boom, break, fail. Okay, so on the fail, you need to know how to get out. So I always have a stop loss when I'm using shares. If I'm using options, I don't care about a stop loss because whatever I put in, I'm willing to risk. Give me the 15 if that makes sense. Okay, now if we gap up, what we're going to do with the triggers is we're going to look for the retest of the level, retest. Okay, if we gap down, we're going to look for the retest of the level. Right here, if I can get it for you guys. There you go, boom, like that. Okay, so that's trigger. Now with the orb is very simple. Whatever scenario we open in, we're going to take the break. Okay. So if this is our scenario, if it breaks the high, we're going to go long. If it breaks the low, we're going to go short. And this is exactly why we have the screen share. So tomorrow, I'm going to let you guys know right away in the morning, are we going for the orb or not? It depends on the volatility. Okay. So if I see a lot of volatility overnight, I'll call an orb. Okay. And then we'll take an orb. Orb is the simplest approach because you risk one candle. All right. So here's, let's look at an orb today on NVIDIA. Let's go to the 3-minute chart. Okay. So I like looking at 3-minute here. So let's just look at a few. Okay. So here is yesterday. This is an example of a losing opening range breakup. Okay. So we break the high of this candle and then it doesn't sustain and it fails. So then you would get out below the low. Here's an example of a winner. So we break the high and then we pull back a little bit and then we rip. Okay. Hit me with the 10 if that makes sense. So those are, that's orb, very simple. And then the last one is fibs. So let me just show you what I'm doing here with the fibs. So if I go back here to the hourly chart, guys, I have a really nice swing setup on the Fibonacci. So let's actually skip over to the 4-hour on NVIDIA so we get a nice bigger picture look. So this is this open gap here that we had on Feb. So I'm going to go off the low to the high. Okay, this 618, I already have an alert set up. When we cross this, and if we touch this 618, I will be buying 2 to 3 weeks out calls. This is another dragon pattern, low, okay, low, pullback, new high, extension. Okay, so and if we look in the past as well on this play right here, we can see we have a lot of support in the past right in this area. So if we can come back down here, that'll be a nice setup that I would love to take. All right, hit me with the 12 if that makes sense. I know it's really technical, guys, but I am a real trader and I try to share with you everything. I want you guys to be able to learn and apply this to your life. I want you guys to make a few extra $100 a week or a few extra $1,000 a week. It goes a long way. And then once you start making that money consistently, I want you to take it and compound it. All right. But always do it from a risk to reward perspective and always protect yourself. Don't overtrade. Don't FOMO. Don't over leverage. When you let the numbers play out with the 2-to-1 risk to reward, you only need to win 34 out of 100 trades. And that brings me to my next topic, the Trading Wars resource page. Please, guys, if you haven't visited my resource page, it's pretty much a whole university. All these lessons, lesson 1 to 5, and all the educational videos, how to put the orders in the broker step by step. There's a trading log, all my hookups. If you guys are looking for discounts on any of the platforms, they're all there. This is the one I want to show you guys. Winning trading psychology. This right here, my friends, is the most important thing. Okay, if you can memorize this chart, you're going to go a long way. So what I want you to get a habit, if you're trying to make a few, let's say you're trying to make, what's a goal here? Throw me some goals in the chat. How much do you want to make extra a week? So then we can talk about risk to reward. Okay, how much do you want to make extra a week? So let's say you want to make $500 extra a week. Okay, so depending on what your risk to reward is, that's gonna determine your size. So if you're going for a 2-to-1 risk to reward, you can risk $250 a week. Okay, and then you're trying to double that. The way you split that up depends on how many trades you're gonna take. All right, if you're gonna take 10 trades, you're gonna take 1 trade. Okay, $1,000 divide by 2. So everything that you're telling me right here, guys, divided by 2. That's what I want you to think in your head because that's what your risk is gonna be up front. All right. Now, if you get to some of these bigger levels, these are the levels that I like to use 3 times and 4 times, then you even need to risk even less. Okay. So if you're doing let's say you're doing $400 you want to make a week. If you're going for 4X, you only need to use $100 to risk. Okay. So my goal is a few $1,000s extra a week. That's my goal as well. All right. Thank you guys for sharing that. So make sure you check out the resource page. All right. So this is what we're going to do now. All right. And over the last few months, I have seen a lot of changes in the market, the industry. A lot of people are just getting on this prop firm bandwagon and really trying to push some unethical things, in my opinion, trying to set people up with accounts that they know will not succeed so they can make a penny on that. And what we're going to do is we're going to bring back the real trading. Okay. I want you guys to learn the real way, risk your own capital, get a margin account if you need, margin. But none of these challenges and these things that are going on, it's not good for the community because it's unrealistic expectations. Trading and investing is a beautiful thing that people have been doing, since the stock market have opened. People have made millions, people have lost millions, but the key is that there's opportunity. All right. And it's hard enough. And then when we throw in all these other factors and all these challenges and rules, it just makes it unattainable for a lot of people. So what we're going to do is this. Free picks will be posted every single day on YouTube. Please hit the subscribe button right now. Okay. Free picks, drop a like. And we will go through these over the next few weeks and I'll walk you through the trades, at least some of them, so you can just build the skill of the three: the opening range breakout, the trigger, and the Fibonacci. You can build your skills on those three and then you can work your way up. Please, I encourage you to paper trade and just learn if you're not ready to risk your own capital. All right. And then I'm going to be doing lifetime discords every single week. So that way, those of you that don't have any money and that are struggling, I want you guys to be able to still come in the Discord and still learn. Okay. Hit me with a 7 if that sounds like a good idea. So again, all I'm asking for, hit the like button, hit the subscribe. And then I'm going to try to help somebody get a good start with at least $500 in cash. I want to give that out at some point this year. So that's going to be my grand prize. And I really want you guys, I'm going to be looking for someone that supports me a lot, someone that comments, someone that is there and is a real Trading Wars Army member. $500 cash. So these are the things that I want to do to encourage you guys to just keep fighting on the journey, because I was in your shoes not too long ago. All right. Coming from an immigrant family and my family worked in factories and stuff like that. I know what it is. Okay. I used to work overnight shifts as a cashier. I know how it feels, but education will set you free. That is the most important thing I've learned in my life. I became a CPA. I started working with all these big people that I never thought I was capable of doing in my life. And it's education. Education is so important. Okay. So that's what we're going to do. We're focused on education for the rest. Okay. So these picks, I want to teach you stocks. I'm going to teach you futures. I'm going to teach you everything step by step by step by step. All right. Hit me with a 4 if that sounds good. Gus, welcome to the Trading Wars Army, my brother. Let's welcome Gus in with the TW Army Spy VIP. Welcome. Thank you, sir. Okay. All right. So tomorrow, okay, we're going to do a lifetime Discord giveaway. Tomorrow, I want you guys to know I will be live screen sharing. All right. So tomorrow is Lotto Friday. It's my favorite day of the week to trade. We will probably look for some opening range breakouts and definitely be looking for some Fibonacci. Tomorrow we'll be live in the screen share channel. Okay, guys. So if you guys are in the Discord, please come to the screen share channel. The screen shares are also recorded every single day. These are recorded. So you can go back and you can watch in real. This is real live trading. Okay. This is not, this is recording my actual screen, me and my brother. Okay. All right. So anyone right now, if you are a new member, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a one-time charge of $39 if you guys want to come and see the screen share and come trade with us live. All right. So that'll include the lottos, the options and stuff. If you want to, you don't have to, because I'm going to give you everything you need to learn. But if you want to come see me on my screen with my brother live in the morning, tomorrow morning at 9:30, and also to get access to all the channels, it's going to be a one-time charge of $39. That's going to last you for the month if you guys want to try it out. All right. So that's an idea that I had. So if you want that one-time charge of $39 to try it out for a month, just email me, rich@tradingwars.com, rich@tradingwars.com, and I'll send you a link to do that. Okay. Because normally it is $50 a month. So I'll just show you guys right now. It's normally $50, but anyone that wants to try it out, it's going to be $39. So just email me. All right, let's do the lifetime Discord giveaway right now, and then we will wrap this up. So there is a very important video that I want you guys to watch. If you haven't watched it already, it is my recap of the Q1 of my all my swing trading on the Fibonacci Dragon. There was profits of around $14,000 that I had in the first quarter. And unfortunately, the video didn't really do so well. I'm not sure why, but that's just how YouTube is these days, guys. It's just hit or miss.
What's up?
You got to be more clickbaity. But anyways, this is what I want you guys to do. So if you want to enter the lifetime Discord giveaway right now, I'm going to send this link. Please leave a comment in this video. Okay, there's only 3 comments, so go ahead and leave a comment, okay? And hit me with a 5 when you're done. When you get a chance, if you can, watch this video right here, guys. This is probably one of my best videos ever because I go through everything, the win rates and everything like that. I was really hoping that it was going to do much better, but hopefully this way you guys can still get a chance to watch it. I think it's a great video, so please take a look at that. Let me hit the refresh here. I'm gonna let you guys continue to do your comments right here. Okay, I see 6 comments now. Okay, so keep going. I'm gonna give it another minute. And then what we're going to do is I'm going to hit the refresh button and I'm going to sort by newest first. And then the first person that's under my comment is going to be the winner of the lifetime Discord. Okay. All right. Make sure you guys subscribe for all the perks that I told you about. Lifetime Discord will be given every single week. $500. I'm going to give that to someone that I feel that supports the channel a lot. So please don't forget to comment and like at the end of the video. Let me know your questions. What else do you want to see me trade? What other topics are you interested in? I've been doing this for so long that sometimes I need to like reset my mind and say, okay, what would a new trader want to learn? Because for me, it's all advanced Fibonacci, it's futures, which a lot of people probably don't even know what futures are, to be honest. But that's just the way that it is, So I want to make sure that you guys are getting the best educational experience you can. Okay, so I'm going to refresh it now. All right, and then I'm going to sort by newest first. The first comment is going to be the winner. Okay, so just hit the pause on this. All right, I'm going to go here, newest first. Boom. All right. Well, this doesn't look right here. All right, sorry. So here we go. So here's the winner right here. So I guess I didn't click it properly. Here's the winner, Ryan Anderson, 8,900, 33 seconds ago. Ryan, if you're on the chat, brother, just shoot your name out here and I'll put you on the screen. And yeah, let's go through your questions right now and we'll wrap this up. Do you also trade futures on commodities like gold and oil? I used to trade gold, but I strictly focus on futures for the S&P 500 and for the NASDAQ now because I've been making a lot of money doing that. And I mean, sometimes it's too stressful to look at multiple markets. So I really try to focus on that. Here we go. Ryan Anderson is the winner, my friends. Let's congrats Ryan. Send him with some hearts, some love, TW Army, whatever you can. Send him some fire. So Ryan, you are the winner. Email me rich@tradingwars.com. I'll hook you up with your lifetime. And guys, don't worry. Like I said, we're gonna do this at least once a week, twice a week. If we get more, if we get more traction, I'm gonna do it twice a week. All right. At some point, guys, I really hope that every single person in this chat gets something, whether it's cash or a giveaway. So I really want you guys just come out and support as much as you can. Future spread or future options, not spreads, brother. So like this trade that I'm in right now, I'm long at 52.0425. Every single point that this moves is $50 of profit for me. And right now I am underneath my entry. So you can see there's my entry. So I am down a few hundred, probably about $200 on this trade. Says, thanks so much. Family needs it so bad. Thank you for coming out. Appreciate that. Would love to know more about futures. Do you usually trailing stop or sell at fibs? Okay, so first question is more about futures. Here we go. Please read this. I put this together. This is a lot of information on futures for you guys. So take a look at this. It's on tradingwars.com on the resource page. It has a lot of good content here. Okay. Do you usually use a trailing stop or sell at fibs? So when I am trading the futures like this, using a trailing stop a lot because I'm using bigger size and I want to make sure that as soon as I get into some type of profit, I'm able to protect even if I get a break-even stop loss. When I'm doing options, I do completely lotto. So like this option play that I took today, it's a lottery. So meaning that it either goes to zero or hero. And I like having that balance because it helps me to reduce the emotional part of trading because one is very systematic and one is less systematic. So that's my balance. Any other questions in there? So please let me know. I'm gonna end the stream here. Let me know in the chat, what is it that I can do to add value to your life and be of service. I know giveaways are good. I know cash is good, but I want to educate you guys. I want to give you guys as much as I can through my experience and through my knowledge. So please let me know what it is in the chat, in the comment section, what I can give, what topics you guys want me to talk about. That's it, guys. Thank you so much for your time. Like I said, if you want to come on the screen share tomorrow, and we'll be live on the Discord 9:30 a.m. Come out and check us out. What does your monthly Discord offer? So yeah, so here, that's a good question. So the main thing that we do, so this is the SPY VIP section, is we have, these are the two main channels. So first one is Fibonacci live setups. Okay, so this is every single day we look for Fibonacci plays, and you can see we call them out. We have a bot that helps us to take the plays, something that I designed, so it tells you when you're in the trade. It also tells you when the targets are hit. The other thing that a lot of people do are trigger trades in my Discord. These are a formula that I created a long time ago. And these are for people that are working 9 to 5 and they can't really look at the screen. They just set these trades automatically into the broker, and they let it do the work. They manage it from there. The screen share is the new addition that I have. And that is basically Thursdays and Fridays, or any other days that's very volatile. We open up the screen at 9:30 a.m. I'll walk you through the trade step by step. Win or lose, doesn't matter. Okay. And we win some, we lose some, but we really try to focus on the risk to reward part, because with the 2-to-1 risk to reward, we only need to hit 34%. Okay. That's the key. Yeah, I've done live trading on YouTube before, and I just find that there's more trolls that show up than people that are actually willing to learn, which is sad, but that's the way it is. And the last time I did a live stream, like, I'm not always going to win, guys. And when I win, everybody's on top, everybody loves it. But then when you lose, it's like, man, you get destroyed. That's how the internet works. And people don't understand that it's a risk to reward system. So I just decided to do the live screen sharing in the Discord with the people that really want to learn. And I might bring it back in the future, but we'll see. More fibs, yes, sir. More will be coming. All right. Thank you, guys. Like I said, email me if you want that introductory rate, rich@tradingwars.com. Appreciate you guys. And make sure you're here for the next giveaway. I might do one this Sunday. Take care.